would have to really be a super genius. Oh, what's up, everyone? I just got up out of bed. If you can see my hair, I got bedhead. But anyways, you would have to be some super genius to know what is going on in Kowloon Generic Romance. So this is episode 10 of Kowloon Generic Romance, as I said. And I still don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, is it just me, or am I just more and more confused every single episode, every single time I'm watching this anime? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the ambience. I'm enjoying the 80s feel of it, 70s feel to it. But what's going on here? Like, as you guys can see even here, like, so this guy's named Xiao Shay, or whatever the fuck. He has like a Chinese name. And so on the screen, you're seeing another version of him named Xiao Shay, of course, as well. You know, they're the same person. So supposedly a generic and the original can't coexist. But in this case, they are coexisting. So what is going on here, guys? But why is it that they can coexist, but when other generics and the originals are together, they can't? And then apparently there are exceptions, but we don't know what these exceptions are. And then so here he's even this guy right here in the chair. He's saying, "Yeah, what if you could actually go back to looking like your original? Listen, like how you looked back then?" And so I'm thinking, like, bro, how is this guy even like coming to that conclusion? So if you guys have watched all the episodes leading up to episode 10 without reading the original, source, the manga. So I guess the original source is the manga. You'd have to be a genius if you know what's going on, like to put everything together. Like there are some things. See, look, even the characters don't know what is and what isn't possible. Like they're confounded, they're dumbfounded by the situation as well. So far, like from what we do know is there are generics and then there's like carbon copies. Or maybe I'm getting it wrong. You know, there's carbon copies and then there's just stick to the basics. There's originals and then there's the unoriginals. See, the originals make the unoriginals get Thanos snapped when they come into this, Kowloon that pretty much doesn't exist or only exists for certain people. Okay, so they only exist for certain people, but for everybody else, they just see a giant dump, like a demolition site. That's all they see within this Kowloon. But these guys can see the city, they can see the people, they can eat the foods, they can touch it's like a normal city. But for everybody else, it's just a pile of rubble, pile of rocks. As you can see here, this other gal right here, her name is what? Yomei? Yeah, so Yomei here, she's able to see this fake city, this non-existent city, and travel outside of this unexistent city and still be able to come back and still see it. While people who are the unoriginals that are pretty much the same as the city, they're not really existent. If they were to exit the city, they would get Thanos snapped and not be in existence anymore. So you can see here, Yao Mei, she's one of these people that is able to see the non-existent city and live in it and even eat their food. But that's the other thing that we learn about what's going on too, is that she is able to eat the food. And what does the food do? It brainwashes her. It brainwashes her, makes her believe even more in this reality, makes her forget about the outside world, and just makes her relax, just makes her happy. And then so here, Xiaohei is just fighting with himself because he would really want to become, the small child that he used to be, but he would have to kill the fake Reiko. So Reiko number B, that's what they call her. And so, of course, he's like, I don't want to hurt you, so I would never do that. But he doesn't really go into depth. And then so when he sees his miniature self, he just wants to puke because that's what he wants ultimately. But he knows that that's wrong of him. And then so here he sees here, he's even warning her, bro, stop eating that ice cream. Slaps that ice cream off her hand. Look, the ice cream's already on the floor, which is funny as hell. It's the funniest shit I've seen, bro. Slap that ice cream off her hand. I want to see this. I gotta see this again. Boom, right here. Get that. Get that ice cream out of your hand. You guys gotta diet. You guys gotta eat better. Stop eating that shit. No, I'm kidding. He only did that because, he doesn't want her to keep being brainwashed by the food. And so, guys, don't tell me it's just me. It gets even gets even more confusing right here is now that the fake Kuji, like the fake Reiko right here, she's trying to figure this shit out too. And it gets even weirder, like I said, because now she can see the other Reiko's memories through these glasses right here on this table. And then she's thinking like, all right, let me trace back the steps. See, look, she can see memories of the other Reiko. And we don't even know why the other Reiko, decided to Thanos snap herself, which sucks. But there's probably more to it. Maybe she's like in a different dimension, etc. Or she knows the evils of this new Kowloon. She probably saw something that she just couldn't stomach, and said, you know what, I'm done with this bullshit. I'm done with this lie. And then so here, Reiko number 2, or the fake Reiko, decides to do her own investigation with these talismans, like these luck charms. They're supposed to ward away evil, etc. And so, guys, there's like no correlation to why she started looking for them other than for the glasses, but there's really nothing tying them together. So she's over here investigating throughout the city. Bro, I'm telling you, man, I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore. Like, bruh, if you know what is going on, please tell me. And don't tell me what is going on based on, oh, I read the manga, so I have all the answers. No, I want the people who haven't read the manga, are going off based on everything we've seen in the anime only, guys, right? And of course, this episode, this video is probably not gonna be out yet, but this anime would probably be over already. There's 10 episodes out by the time I watch this episode. There isn't 13 episodes out yet, but by the time this video's out, this anime is probably over, and we probably already got answers. So I'm just saying, if you've seen episode 1 through 10 and you know what's going on, you'd have to be some genius, because I don't know what's going on. These characters don't know what's going on. Nothing's mathing. Everything is just out of whack, out of quack. Everything is just twisted. While I am enjoying the anime, it just, out of all this, despite all of this randomness, all this weirdness, all this mystery, why is there an orb, some type of triangle orb in the sky, all this stuff. While all this is going on, I am still able to enjoy the anime, enjoy the little dramas here and there, enjoy the ambience, just, this is a very relaxing anime, it's a very intriguing anime, as confused as I am, this is probably one of the most mysterious animes of the season, period. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I don't want to confuse you guys anymore, as I just woke up too, so it's like, bro, I'm grinding out here. That is all, guys. Peace.